There are times we have to think less of the mess, and then there are times we have to address the mess. Today, I'm doing both. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Carlton's World. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get the preliminaries out the way. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the YouTube page. Hit that subscribe button. I definitely would appreciate it. Also, if you're on SoundCloud, if you're on Spotify or Apple or iHeartRadio podcast, please follow me. Send me a rating. I would love to know what you think about the show and about all the things that we're doing with the podcast, the VPN chats, all that great stuff. So, definitely hit your boy up. I would definitely appreciate the feedback. All right, so I want to be completely transparent. I actually recorded this episode yesterday, but I forgot to cut the microphone on. So I was like, dang, I was going back to edit. I was like, I have no audio at all. So I gotta re-record this one. And it's funny because I was thinking, I said, well, maybe it was not meant for me to do this particular episode, but honestly, it still weighed, the subject I'm going to talk about still weighed heavy on my heart, and I prayed about it, and I still feel like I'm compelled to still do this episode, to do this podcast, because I need to release it, right? I need to release everything that I'm holding on to and really just put it out there. I know a lot of people are like, well, just pray about it, just pray about it. I've consulted with God, and I will just say that, I'm at peace with doing this particular episode. God has given me the peace to do this particular episode. He's given me permission to do this episode. So yeah, I want to talk about, because I wrote a post the other day, but I basically paraphrase. I basically said the reason that I decided to retire from filmmaking was solidified because of something that happened this week, or something that happened. Yeah, it was this week. Something that happened this week. And so I want to talk about the retirement, the R word, as some people are saying. Some people don't like for me to say retirement, but I've made a decision, and it's funny because it came up in my memories, and I was contemplating the decision last year around this time, and I think also 2 years ago, I think too, and I basically was like, okay, I think I'm ready to just retire from filmmaking, put the camera down. For people who may not know, I have been doing Victory Productions. This is our 21st year. We just celebrated 20 years last year. So I literally have been doing this business for 20 plus years. I've been doing the independent business for 20 plus years. And I just feel like I've given Victory Productions, I've given like you all content for 20 plus years. And it's just been, it gets to a point where you have to like, all right, let's think about what do you want to do for the next 20 years? You know what I'm saying? So I just really wanted to kind of just take some time to really figure some things out. But there's also something I do want to address as well. Because something did happen. And I know sometimes I'm always told, rise above, go high when they go low. Just ignore it. Don't worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing. And I get it. I definitely understand it. I definitely receive it. There are times, there are two options. There are times where you have to think less of the mess, and then there are times we have to address the mess. Today, I'm doing both. I think less of the mess because the people that are saying this stuff, and this is not sounding proud for or anything or haughty or anything, but they're already beneath me. And when I say that, people who try to pull you down are already beneath you. There's a saying that says that, right? So I feel like, yeah, I think less of what you have to say, but at the same time, I have to address what you're saying as well, because what I'm not going to do is allow you to discredit the things that God has allowed me to accomplish. I'm not gonna let you do that to me. I'm not gonna let you do that to him. I'm not gonna let you to do that to anybody that I've had the pleasure of working with. It's not happening. It is not happening. So, yes, I want to talk about it. Like I said again, I'm gonna address the mess. I'm gonna do it in a classy way. Not gonna be shady, petty about it. But I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell my truth. I'm gonna talk about the things that has been transpiring, and also what led to me making the decision to say, hey, I think I'm ready to retire from this thing. So, listen, for most people know me, I'm minding my business. I'm literally here in Augusta, Georgia, minding my business. I'm not bothering nobody, not messing with nobody, not talking about nobody. I'm literally focusing on me. I said 2024, I'm going to literally focus on me. I want to get my face together. People know I've been having skin issues. I want to focus on getting my skin cleared. I'm trying to lose this weight. I'm trying to eat better. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally trying to do the things that make me happy and will make me have a better quality of life. So I'm over here minding my business. And so one of my homeboys, one of my really good friends, he hits me up. He's an actor. He hits me up and he asks me, do I know this particular filmmaker? And what's funny is he mentioned the filmmaker's name and I had no idea who he was. Didn't know who he was. Not saying that he's not relevant or anything in the industry. I just don't know who he was. I just never heard of him or his work. And so I actually looked him up and I saw that he requested me. He sent a friend request on Facebook. And I was about to accept it, but then my homeboy sent another text and said, okay, so this is what's going on. So basically, this filmmaker wanted to give me a role on his film. Not me, I'm talking about my friend. This filmmaker wanted me to give me a role on this film, but he said he started off by saying I should be lucky to even be considered because I've seen you in other trash film. I've seen your work, and I don't understand why you continue to do trash work or be a part of bad films. And this actor, honestly, and he's talking about something current. He's talking about a movie that I did currently that he's in. And I'm like, why is my name brought up? Why did you have to mention my name when you're trying to work with this particular actor? Yes, you saw him in one of my films, but what was the point of you even bringing my name up? I don't know you. I have no idea who you are. You don't know me. I'm here in Augusta, Georgia. You're in North Carolina somewhere. And yet, my name comes out of your mouth. And I'm not understanding why. If you want to work with this actor, all you had to say was, hey, man, I saw your work. I think you're an incredible talent. I would love for you to be a part of my film. That's it. No need to trash or throw shade on my work or anybody else's work. I'm not understanding why people feel the need to stomp on other people to make themselves feel better. Why do you feel the need to try to dim somebody else's light to make yourself shine brighter? What's the point of that? I don't understand. I just don't get it. And so my homeboy, he said, I decided not to. He said because he talked about me. He talked about another close acquaintance of ours, and he said I just decided not to be a part of the film because I don't rock with people who diss my people. And I told my homeboy, I said, bro, I appreciate you, man, because like that's integrity, and you value integrity and friendship over your own ambitions. And now I want to also put this out there. I did not tell my friend. I didn't say, hey, you should work with him. Despite the fact that this filmmaker is trying to throw dirt on my name and what I've done and what I've accomplished, I never told him. I said, hey, bro, no, I don't work with him, man. That's not a good look. I never said that. Honestly, I was going to be like, hey, man, because I think my friend was going to be offered a principal role. And I was going to be like, hey, bro, go for it. Do your thing. You're talented. You deserve to be seen. My whole thing, when I create projects, create films, I want the people that are part of my projects to be seen by other people. I always tell people that I work with, go out and work with other folks. Because everybody doesn't direct like me, everybody doesn't write like me, everybody doesn't produce like me. You should experience all facets of this industry. So I'm always encouraging people, go work with other people. Don't just work with just me. I know people are like, I just want to work with you. No, 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 no. Go work with other people. You should expand your resume. Like you're so talented. You shouldn't be kept in the box of just VPN. Go out and go forth and do and be great. I always encourage people to do that. Always. And nobody can say anything different. And so, and I never tell people who you shouldn't work with. Never. I've never said, I don't work with them. Nah, never said that. So for people who are, and I'm another thing. It's funny. Again, you're sending me friendship requests, and I'm not just talking about this filmmaker. I'm talking about other people as well. You send me friendship requests. You always in my inbox. Oh my gosh, you're writing so good. Oh my gosh, I want to be a part of your projects. Oh my gosh, I love your stuff. Oh my gosh, I want to be on Suburban Black Excellence. Oh my gosh, interview me for your thing. Oh my god, do da 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 da. You're saying all this out of one side of your mouth, and then the other side of your mouth, you're saying disparaging words about me and about my projects and about my stuff, and I'm just like, it's so tiring. You're talking out both sides of your neck, out of both sides of your mouth, and it's like, it's draining. It is emotionally and mentally draining to have to deal with people who are just going around purposely trying to discredit what you do and discredit who you are. And I get it. That's the industry. That's life. I get it. I totally understand it. But at the same time, I can make a choice if I want to continue to deal with it. And honestly, I want to choose peace. I want to. That's what I want. And I want to continue on with. And I have another story too, with that in the same vein. But this happened years ago. There's an actress that I no longer work with. We're not working together anymore. And all up in my face. You're such a great writer. I want to be on your show. I want to do this. I got a show idea I want you to produce. We all went out as a group one time. We all having a good time. We dancing, having a good time. You've been rubbing on my bald head and stuff. I don't even like people really be dancing on me like that. But I was like, you've been rubbing on me on my head and stuff, doing all this stuff. And, I'm thinking we cool and everything. And then so we all are attending this award show. And I decided after the award show, I'm going back to Augusta. One of my very good friends, she decided that she wanted to stay and hang out with the crew there at the award show. So they're there chilling, hanging out. And so I get a call from my friend. She hits me up and she says, hey, you need to be careful about this particular, the actress that I'm talking about. You need to be careful about this particular actress. You need to be careful about her because she said she's saying some things that's not good about you. And she was like, basically, he's not a director. He shouldn't have won that award. He doesn't deserve those awards. He's not a director. He just doesn't he just doesn't direct. He just, with all this just saying crazy crap. But again, you're saying this, but yet you're in private, you in my inbox saying, oh my gosh, I want to work with you. Oh my gosh, I love your writing. Oh my gosh, let me be a part of this project. Oh my gosh, please develop a project for me. I love the way you work. Da 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 da. Like, come on, bro. And it's like, people talk about Hollywood, Holly weird. You know what else is weird? The independent industry is weird. People in this independent industry are weird. Bro, people are weird, bro. Like, it's like, because I just don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't feel like, it's like it's the old saying about the crab in the barrel mentality. It's crazy over here in these streets, bro. People are so willing to stomp on you and try to destroy you in order to get to wherever they want to get to in life. And that's why I look, the homeboy I talked about earlier, I have so much respect for him, not just because he decided not to do a project because it's talking about me. I just think that he would do that in general because he's a stand-up guy. He's a stand-up dude. And I was like, bro, you basically said, I know I have dreams, I have ambitions of what I want to do, but because I value our friendship and I value what you have done for me, and because this person is trying to destroy what you have created, I don't want to be a part of that. And I said, bro, I appreciate it, bro. And I appreciated my friend for letting me know about what old girl was saying. I appreciate that. Like, and like, if you want people who not only stand up for you when you're there, but you want people to stand up for you when you're not, then when you're not present. Embrace those people. Like, really protect those people, honestly, because like I said, it's very rare that you have people in your life who will stand up for you when you're not in the room. Very rare. And so I definitely appreciate that. I appreciate people like that who stand 10 toes down, because I do that for other people. I do. Not you. People don't talk about people around me, because first of all, I'm gonna let them know what you said. Also, I'm gonna tell you about yourself as well. Cause we don't do that right here. That ain't it. That ain't it. So I said all that to say that is 10% of why I made the decision that I wanted to retire from filmmaking. I know people are like, no, you shouldn't let people stop you from your dreams. You shouldn't let people stop you from your goals. I get it. But who's to say what my dreams and goals are? And also, goals and dreams change. As you evolve as people, you change, you grow. Things happen. I feel like for me, again, I've been in this game for 20 years. Who says they've done something consistently for 20 years? I've been producing content. Started doing plays in 2003, and still been giving content up until now. So 21 years consistently, and I'm able to accomplish things. God has allowed me to accomplish things that a lot of people haven't been able to do. I reach certain goals. Yeah, of course, there's certain things that, you always want to aim higher in life. You don't want to stay stagnant. But honestly, I made the decision, I think years ago, I was like, I had no desire to really get involved with Hollywood, like the idea of Hollywood. I want to build in the independent space. That's is where I feel like I've been led. That's why I feel like I was led to be in, like to lead that charge, to help be a part of that change and everything. And God has allowed me to accomplish so many things in the space that I'm already in. Like I'm on Peacock, I'm on Tubi. Like and people say, oh, talk about Tubi movies. Tubi is a part of a major broadcast network. Tubi is owned by Fox. Peacock is owned by ABC, Universal. I'm on those things. I'm on Grio. I mean, I'm on different streaming platforms, y'all. And so what I'm not going to do, I never say that I'm the best writer, never said I'm the best director, never said I'm the best producer, whatever. Never said I've had the best products out there. I'm always willing to learn and grow as I'm in this game. But what I'm not going to do is allow people who are miserable, people who tend to want to copy what you do, even though they talk about you, but you clearly see that they're taking your blueprint and trying to make it their own. What I'm not going to do is allow you to discredit what God has allowed me to do. I always say my gift of writing is from God. God truly gifted me to write. I've been writing since I was a kid. Been creating stories and characters since I was a kid. You can ask any of my childhood friends. Been writing since forever. Used to do little skits in the backyard. Even my cousins came from out of town. We used to do performances like every Sunday at home. Like, I've been doing this for a very long time. Maybe not be on the grandest scale, let me correct myself. May not be on what you think is the grandest scale, but I've been doing this for a while. And again, I have been blessed to have been able to create something, or God has allowed me to create something that has created a platform for several people that a lot of you directors that are talking about me wouldn't even know, because you watch my stuff, you see them, and you're like, oh, I want them to be a part of my projects. I'm just keeping it a buck. And again, I'm not being prideful. I know people are like, pride goes before the fall. I get it, I know. But I'm not being prideful, I'm being truthful. That's the truth. It's nothing but the truth. And this is not taken away from the actors. These are talented, gifted people. This is why I want to work with them. Like, they are talented, gifted people. Absolutely. But they're not not some, well, some of them, but like the good ones that I still have relationships with, they're not the ones that I'm speaking on. What I'm talking about is the people that, again, they just continue to want to just say negative things and be negative. And that's not right. It's not. Especially when, again, I feel like I'm over here just minding my business. But it's like, you have me on your brains. You have me on your mind. You have me on the tip of your tongue. It's like you're always talking about me and I'm saying nothing about you. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't get it. Like, what's that thing Candy said? What Candy said?
You been knowing me, and you gonna keep knowing me. I'm embedded in your brain. I'm embedded in your motherfucking brain.
Exactly. And that's it. Again, that's just the truth. That's just the truth. Like, it's a song that Trinity 57 has out. I love Trinity 57. Check out my interview with Angel Taylor. I did that for Celebrate Black Excellence. So check that out on our website, wjbf.com. But there's a song that Trinity 57 has out that says that the lyrics are careful about putting your mouth on me. Basically talking about, be careful about how you talk about God's children. And yes, I understand that we all were created by God. We all are created by God. I understand all of that. I definitely get it. But what I do know is I'm definitely one of God's own. I'm God's child. So you got to be careful about what you say about me. And also just watch who you're talking to. Like, because I know a lot of people that you may not know that I know. And so you need to be careful about what you say about me, what you're talking about. Because, like I said, you think you're talking to somebody about me, but they're gonna come back and tell me what you said. So you gotta be careful about what you say and who you say it to. Please, careful about putting your mouth on me. Careful about how you talk about me, yo. Like, you know what's that saying? People say God don't play about me. Yeah, that's real. Again, like I said, I again, not being prideful, just being truthful. Got to be careful about what you say. Got to be careful how you run your mouth. Stop running your mouth so much. Focus on what you got going. Be great with what you got going. I think this world would be a better place if we all focused on ourselves. And I don't mean I'm not talking like in a selfish way, like, you know, just worry about you. But what I mean is, like, if we focus on our journeys, our paths, you know, focus on what we are called to do and stop trying to throw dirt on everybody else's paths, I think this world would be a better place, especially the creative world. I feel like we would move further if we all focused on our own thing versus trying to destroy everybody else's. Just some food for thought. So I said all that to say that is 10% of why I decided to step away. I'm tired of the headache. I want the peace. And you know, just dealing with all these personalities and just all this other stuff. You know, I felt like I wanted to take a break from all of that. I do want to take a break from all of that. I want my peace. But like I said, what I'm not going to do is allow you guys to take away from what God has allowed me to accomplish and what I have received. I'm an award-winning writer, director, and producer. That's it. Again, some of these awards may not be something you consider grand, but it doesn't matter what you think. There are people out there who enjoy what I do. People out there who enjoy what I brought to the table. You know, and people, and I talked about Tyler Perry before, and people often compare me. They say, "You're the next Tyler Perry," and you know, it's twofold. I know the people are saying it from a good heart, but I feel like other people are saying it to be shady, because I know people who don't like Tyler Perry's work, and then they're like, "Oh, you're the next Tyler Perry." So you're basically trying to say what you think about his work is what you think about mine. I know you, and I know some of you being shady. Whatever. I peep game. But I know there are people who genuinely mean that. And I'm not talking about people who genuinely mean that. However, what I do love about Tyler Perry, and I've said this before, I'm not, I don't like every single thing that he does, but however, I do love what he has contributed to the industry. But what I love about Tyler Perry is Tyler Perry creates art for the sake of art. Tyler Perry gonna do what he gonna do, regardless of what people say, regardless of what the reviews say, regardless of what anybody says. Tyler Perry is going to create no matter what. He just does it. He not really. I don't know his heart. I don't know him personally, but from what I get, he ain't trying to go for no Academy Awards. He's not trying to go for no Emmys. That's not his goal. His goal is just to create art and create opportunities for Black people. That's what I see. And I feel like if you want to talk about me in that vein, I'm with it. I just want to create art. I just want to create opportunities for other people. I want to create opportunities for other people that I know are gifted and talented. I want them to be seen by others. So that way they can get other roles. And they can get bigger roles. I get so happy when I see people that I worked with that move on to bigger platforms, bigger things on national TV, with speaking roles, principal roles, all that stuff. That does my heart so good, because for me, it's like I'm like, yeah, I remember when we was in the trenches together, and now you're over there doing your thing. Like, that's what's up. Congratulations to you. That's dope to me. That is so dope. Even Issa Rae said something about, instead of focusing on working up, we need to work lateral. And I totally agree with that. And I love seeing good people when they work together laterally. I love seeing that. And I also want to say this too, just because everybody, and I've always mentioned this, everybody is not meant to work together, which is going to lead me to another reason why I decided to retire. But everybody's not meant to work together because, it's personalities, the synergy, just different things. However, just because we're not meant to work together doesn't mean I can't still support you in what you do. Just like everybody's not meant to work with me. There's some things there's some things about me that people may not like. But that doesn't mean you have to go and again, talk disparagingly. I don't know if I said that right, but whatever. Talk bad about me, or bad about, everybody's not gonna like what. That's what I said about Tyler Perry. Everybody's not gonna like what you do. You don't have to like every single thing that I do. You don't. There are certain shows, certain movies that you don't want to watch or can't watch. Or can't get into. That's cool. I respect it. You have a choice on what you enjoy and what you want to watch. But at the same time, there is no need to cause division. There's too much division. There's already too much division in the world, but there's division in the Black community, but there's also division in the creative space. It's just too much. It's too much division. It's too much, yo. And what's crazy to me is the same people you're talking about me, we're all on the same platforms. Yeah, your stuff may look better. And you know what? I applaud that. Like, you have the capability of having better cinematography, better editing skills, all that good stuff. I think that's dope. But there's a space for all of us. But the problem is you're so worried, you're doing your space, but you so focused, you worried about everybody else's space. You trying to take up all the spaces. You trying to be greedy. You don't want to make room for everybody else. You want it all for yourself. You're greedy. And that's not cool. That's not cool at all, man. It's not cool. Man or woman. It's not cool. So, again, that's 10%. That's the 10%. I really dwell longer on that than I wanted to, but I want to make sure I got all my points across. Now, let's do the math. We got 10%, so there's 90% left. So we're going to split this up. 45%. The other 45% of why I decided to retire is because I am tired. I'm tired. Again, as I've expressed, I've been doing this now for 21 years, and literally writing, producing, directing, editing, camera work, the lighting might not be the best. I'm not that great of a lighter. I know the basics. Acting sometimes, just different casting. Just different. I wear a lot of hats when it comes to doing the productions. And honestly, my whole heart, I've always just wanted to just write. That's it. I love writing. That's my gift. That's my passion. That's my love. That's what I want to do. Just want to write. And I know people are like, well, you should just get a team. We should get a team. Trust me, I could have had a team a long time ago. And I've talked about this in one of my VPN chats. But I believe in synergy. I believe in that wholeheartedly. I believe in alignment. People may be good at their gifting, and let me say this. People may be talented, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are meant to work together. But there are some talented people, and those talented people are not necessarily good people. Case in point, and I witnessed it. There's a very, very talented person, very great at what he does, but he treats people horribly. And I witnessed that. And I know people's like, well, you should work with this person. Nah, I don't want that energy around me. I don't want that energy around me. Like I said, I said God will bring who he wants to bring into my circle. As far as I was having a conversation about another good friend. I was having a conversation with him about that. He was trying to tell me, no, you just gotta just get the work done. I get what you're saying. There are times when you just gotta just get the work done, but at the same time, I want my environment to be an enjoyable environment. I don't want there to be any stress. I don't want there to be any anxieties on it in the environment. I want to make sure the synergy is right. So yeah, I just decided I will do this on my own until God brings somebody and that works. And we've had people, I thank God for people that he has brought in, years in and years out to have worked behind the scenes. I definitely appreciate that. I definitely 1000% appreciate that. However, I've done pretty much the brunt of everything for the last 20 plus years, and your boy is tired. Again, I started out doing plays when I was 17 years old. 17 years old. 17? Yeah, 17. Yeah, 17, 18 years old. And now, and then doing the web series, I did that. Started at my junior year in college. So that's 20. I'm in my 20-year-old Carlton. 21, 22, whatever, early 20s. I'm 38 years old now. I'll be 39 in October. So I am reaching 40. So yeah, I can't do the things that I did when I was, first starting out, doing the plays at 17, 18, doing the web series in my early 20s, starting out. And then I'm 38, 30, about to be 39. Yo, I'm tired. I can't, I said, 38, 39-year-old CrossFit ain't trying to do all that anymore. He's not. I got my wake up call when we shot A Very Merry New Year. And I was rushed to the hospital. My blood pressure was in the 200s. You can ask anybody there. Ask Shataria Stokes, Kiara C. Bennett, Kevin J. Stone, Nelson J. Davis, Ronza B. I shouldn't have started naming names. Janika L. Ivy, Nicole M. Williams. Ask them. They were all there. Kevin, my boy Kevin McElveen, they were all there. I'm missing people. I apologize if I missed you. But everybody, they was there. You can ask them. I felt like I was about to die. I felt like I was having a heart attack. And then I found out my blood pressure was like 200 and something. Over 100 and something. Had to be rushed to the hospital. That was my wake-up call right there. I was like, nope. Something's got to change. Something's got to give. Yep. So, like I said, and I had to say, Carlton, you gotta focus on you. There's no point of you doing all this if you gon', you're gonna purposely, there's no point of doing all this if you're not taking care of yourself. Right? Can't be good to others if you're not good to yourself. You're no use if you're depleted. I was feeling depleted. I was feeling depleted. So yeah, I was feeling depleted. So that's why I made the decision that yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. I was like, yeah, it's time to do something a little different. I need to focus on me and focus on, you know, getting myself back, doing better, and getting better. And and that's why I was like, yeah, I got to make a decision. And so this leads to the other 45% of why I decided to retire from filmmaking, is because I want to do other things. I am a creative being. I'm always going to be, like I said, writing's my first love. Always gonna write. I'm always gonna write. I never said I wasn't writing. I'm always writing. I'm always writing something. I'm working on some type of story. I'm always writing. I'm always gonna create. I'm always gonna be a creative. I'm just gonna be doing it in different avenues right now. And I feel like I have the option. I have the right to do so. I appreciate everybody that enjoys, the movies and the shows. I definitely appreciate it. But I ask that you respect my decision to do other things that make me that I want to be happy. I want to do other things that make me happy. I enjoy doing this type of stuff. I enjoy doing the Celebrate Black Excellence interviews. Like, honestly, I feel like if I was still really focused on filmmaking, I wouldn't have time to really do all the other stuff. I would try to make time, and then again, I'm working myself, just basically working myself, being unhealthy about working, and doing all this stuff. So something had to give, and I felt like this was a right time for me to say, hey, let me put filmmaking down and let me focus on other things I want to do. I love writing these books. I'm finally get to write books. I'm finally be able to do that. I'm working on these comic books. I'm working on my Titan Warriors books. I got my comic books that I'm working on. Chosen, y'all can get both Titan Warriors and Chosen. They're both available on Amazon. Get that. Working on issue 2 and book 2 right now. I love this. I love this chapter of my life right now. I enjoy it. I 1000% enjoy it. And also too, okay, so I want to talk about this too. I went and saw, shout out to the Augusta Players. They presented Dreamgirls a couple of weekends ago. Gotta shout out my friends, Janika L. Ivy, Chantel Wheeler, and Christina Shorter. They were a part of it. But I want to shout out the entire cast. Shout out to the director, Sean. Shout out to the Augusta Players. Shout out to the crew, the musicians, everybody that was a part of the Augusta Players, Dreamgirls. Shout out to you. When I tell you, I was so inspired. I was just in awe. I was so captivated by that play, by that theater production. I left the theater so inspired. I was like, man, I really miss doing theater. And I know for years people was asking me, when are you gonna do your next play? When are you gonna do your next play? I haven't done a play. I'm talking about like a full-length theater production. I've not done that since 2000. The last original play I did was in 2011. It's called Turnaround High School. I've done little one-act performances here and there, but as far as a full-length play, I've not done one since 2011. So that was 13 years ago. And even if I just do one more play, I want to do another theater production. And I haven't had time to sit down and really write. And I want to break something down to you, because I know people just like, well, just write it. For me, it's a little different. Writing a play versus writing movies and TV shows. With movies and TV shows, for me, I'm driven by the plot and the characters and the storyline. Of course, with everything that I do, I want to make sure there's some type of message in it, whether it's hidden or obvious. But I want to make sure that but with the movies and series, I'm mainly like, okay, let's focus on the stories and let's focus on the characters and like what we're doing with that. That's my main motivation with that. With plays, it's totally different. With plays, the main motivation is the message. What message do I want, or what message does God want me to put forth in this production? That's what the main motivator for me with the theater production is for when I do a play. So it takes time for me to really sit down and really listen and then write. So that's that. That's the difference for me. And so, yeah, I really want. I think I want to do one more play. I mean, if I do more, that'd be awesome. But I mean, I definitely want to at least do one more, because I definitely I miss it. Like, I think that's how I got my start doing Victory Productions, and I would love to do a main stage production, not just do it once. I would love to do it and take it to different places. I think that would be amazing. But I need time to do that, and so I was like, okay, well, I think it's time for me to step away from the filmmaking. And also too, just to say, just because I step away from filmmaking, again, I want to reiterate, Victory Productions is not going anywhere. Victory Productions is here to stay. Again, we still have all these shows and stuff that you all probably have not even watched, or we have all these films that you all have probably not even watched. We have new stuff coming out this year that's still coming out. And again, all this stuff that I do separately on the YouTube page, on other stuff, it's still pretty much Victory Productions. I mean, I know people say this all the time, Carlton, you are Victory Productions. So it's like, it's still going. Like, Victory Productions isn't going anywhere, but again, it's just may just look a little different now. So yeah, that's my 10-45-45 right there of why I decided to retire. I know people don't like me for me to say that, the R word from the filmmaking. But I just want to just reiterate, you do not have to dim anyone else's light to make yours shine brighter. And you don't have to try to take up anybody else's space. There's enough space for everybody, and your space is designed uniquely for you. So occupy your space and do all you can in the space that has been created for you. Right? So I want to end on a positive. I hope that the message was received. Again, I wanted to address. I just really wanted to address some things because I feel like it is important to stand up for yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be shady or be petty about it, but I feel like it's important to address certain things. When certain things are said that aren't true, or certain things or people are just trying to just be nasty, I feel like it's okay to defend yourself. I feel like it's okay to say your piece on it, right? So I hope that everything that I said was received well. I hope this podcast recorded this time. Because when I tell you I was so upset yesterday when I was about to go edit this thing, I was like, hey, there is no audio. And the audio from the camera was trash. I was like, I can't use that. I was gonna try to do something, but I was like, nah, I can't do that to the people. And so yeah, I really hope that the message was received. If you want to talk about anything that I said, definitely let's have a dialogue about it. But I'm gonna tell you, man, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. All right. So talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. But yeah, I just feel like, I feel like this was needed. This helped me. This actually was freeing for me. I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity to be able just to free myself. Fantasia said, you know what? Go ahead and free yourself. I know it had nothing to do with what I said. Her song has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but I just felt like I want to throw that in there. But yeah, I appreciate you all for your support. I definitely appreciate you all for listening, for watching. Again, I appreciate all of you who do support me and who celebrate me, and I celebrate you. So let's continue to be the light out there. Let's continue to be positive. Let's continue just to support one another, and let's continue to be great. All right. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. And this is KARLTON'S World. Y'all have a good one. Peace.